welcome to Fairview. I'm Marli. I'll be doing your wine and cheese tasting and your cheese tasting today. So for you guys, I'm going to start you off with a welcoming drink, some Darling Riesling. So it's a semi-sweet wine just to warm you up and to get you into the mood, not pairing with any of the cheeses. Then on the left-hand side of your page, you have option 1 and option 2. Both options, selection of 6 wines. Option 1, 2 white wines, 1 rosé and 3 red wines. And option 2, 3 whites and 3 red. So while you enjoy your welcoming drink, you can decide which one you would like to do. You don't have to do the same option. Okay. And for you guys, I have some juice on green grapes, pomegranate and rooibos juice.
This also just to start us off.
Sorry.
That's why we got the outside service. It's not just looking. Get you living.
Okay, so for option 1, for you sir, I have our Chenin Blanc. So Chenin Blanc is the most popular white wine in South Africa, also the most widely planted white grape in South Africa, so it's the king of white wines. We also use the grape as a base to make our dessert wines and our sparkling wines as well. 10% French oak fermentation and 90% stainless steel fermentation, so fresh and crisp on your palate. Lots of citrus aromas, fruity guava aromas on your palate as well. And then option 2 is our Sauvignon Blanc, our best seller. So Sauvignon Blanc, the grapes we grow in Darling, which is a small town about an hour from here next to the coast. So the sea breeze cools down the grapes and then we harvest the grapes early in the morning for the same purpose, to keep the coolness of the grapes. So 3 months stainless steel fermentation, so also fresh and crisp on your palate, and then lots of fruity green pepper aromas on your palate as well. Okay, cheese, we're going from left to right. The first cheese is our caramel pepper cheese, black pepper, and in your bowl is our chili sweet and sour peppers. You want to dip your cheese, but wine first. So wine, cheese, wine, wine. Okay, Megan. Okay, enjoy.
Holdings.
Okay, so option 2 is our bloemkool ploegpad. So bloemkool is Dutch for cauliflower. So this used to be a cauliflower farm before it was a wine farm. So bloemkool is a range that we do. The bottle is recyclable, the label is recyclable as well if you want to clean it. So they have cauliflower seeds they used to have in the label, so you could plant your seeds and grow your own cauliflower. But due to exporting reasons, they had to take it out. Okay, so this is a blend of Chenin Blanc, Grenache Blanc and Palomino, where on the page you'll see OVP, stands for Old Vine Project. So when a vineyard is older than 35 years, it's part of the Old Vine Project. And the Chenin Blanc used in this wine, the vineyard is planted in 1962. So it's the oldest Chenin Blanc vineyard on the farm. A wooded wine, so the aftertaste is extremely soft, it's very easy to drink. Okay, and then option 1, the Broken Barrel Whites.
This is new.
Yes, Broken Barrel is a range that we do on the farm. Every 2 years or 2 seasons we have a new Broken Barrel. This year we started with the Broken Barrel White blend. So last year, if you remember, so it was this one.
Yeah.
So it is a blend of 7 white wine cultivars, with Viognier being the dominant cultivar. I'll explain Viognier when we get there for the third wine. Each of the components fermented on its own, then blended together, and then they break the barrel at the end to symbolize that they're never repeating the same wine. So it's a once limited edition. The second cheese is our ripe and ready Camembert, Hausen. So for option 2 is the Viognier next. So it's a French cultivar wine, similar to a Chardonnay. So with that creamy, buttery aftertaste in your mouth. 40% again stainless steel fermentation, 60% French oak. So oak again, your aftertaste is nice and soft, not as crispy. So 13.5% in alcohol, lovely green citrus aromas on your palate. Okay, and option 1, the rosé quartz. So the rosé is named after the rose quartz stone. So they found inspiration in the color of the stone to give it a lovely pink peach color in the glass. If rosé is more pink, it's more sweet, and if it's more peach, it's in the glass. It's a dry style rosé. The base grapes are 3 red grapes, Grenache Noir, Cinsault, and Caringa. For 5 hours, the grapes are laid on their skin to get color. Then afterwards through filters into the stainless steel tanks for fermentation and to keep the color. Lovely blossoms on your palates, pomegranates, maybe a hint of Turkish delight as well. Oh, what is it called? Okay, so option 2, the Grenache Noir. So Grenache is Spanish grape, Spanish cultivar. The grape itself has a very thin skin, so that's why the color in the glass is so nice and light. Not a lot of tannins, so a very light styled, easy drinking red wine. For option 1 is the Caldera. So Caldera is a Spanish inspired blend, a blend of the Grenache Noir, Shiraz, Mourvedre, and Cinsault. With Grenache Noir being the dominant grape, so again nice and light in the glass, and the Shiraz grape bringing you a little bit of pepper undertones on your palate as well. Caldera rated 5 out of 5 stars in the Platter's Guide, so it's an award-winning wine, a flagship wine, the best of the best. Okay, cheese is our goat milk cheese, Chevan tradition. So that's the first 4 cheeses.
With friends where everyone brings 7 different somethings of their own characteristics to everyone's taste. So you might bring 7 different pastas, and you might bring 7 different chocolates. And then everyone tastes things.
So for option 2, Extraña. I think you guys had this one last time as well. Yes. So Extraña is Spanish-inspired blend. It means the stranger in Spanish. So it's a blend of Tempranillo, Grenache Noir, Shiraz, and Cinsault, with Tempranillo being the dominant grape, also the Spanish grape, and the stranger here in South Africa. So this is to complement the Spanish theme. We have lovely warm spices on your palate, cinnamon and cloves as well. Okay, and then option 1 is our Merlot. So Merlot, a go-to red wine for some people. The grapes we grow in 2 areas. So we do it in Darling and in Stellenbosch. So you have the cool climate and the warm climate, perfectly balancing each other out for the wine itself. So it's aged for 12 months a year in French oak barrels, where 15% of the wine is in first full barrels, in new barrels. So new oak barrels. And then after it, a portion of it in open soft French oak barrels. So that's when they open the lid of the barrel to give the wine a bit of air. So you have a very soft, smooth, elegant, easy drinking. Okay. Ahoy. Okay. Cream cheese, cow's milk with tomato and herbs. It tastes like pizza. Enjoy, guys. Not yet. Okay. So option 2 is the Broken Barrel blend. The Broken Barrel, same story as the White Broken Barrel. That's just the previous release. You remember it from last year. This one was on the list as well. So it's Tempranillo and Tannat. Tempranillo, the same Spanish grape as the one in Extraña. And then Tannat is a French grape. Fruity grape, a very dark grape. So that's why the color in the glass is also nice and dark. Okay. And then for option 1, the grape. That's the wrong one, sorry. Petite Syrah. So Petite Syrah is a cross-pollination of Perlezin and Shiraz. Perlezin being a very small grape, so petite. And then Shiraz grape, again, black pepper on your palate. So licorice and plum as well. Nice full body, heavy style wine. So the name petite is a bit misleading because it's not petite, it's nice and heavy. Okay. Cheese you're pairing this wine with is our Chevan, marinated with peppers. It's a goat's milk cheese. Okay, enjoy. So this is our sweet grape. So it's Petite Syrah fortified with brandy spirits, 18% in alcohol. So his other name is Memory Loss. Okay. So it's nice and sweet, a port-styled wine. So a nice dessert one after your meal. You drink some, you go to bed.
Alright, so you can enjoy the wine.
And then option for you, so I have our Primo Pinotage. So Pinotage is South African grape. It's a cross-pollination of Pinot Noir and Hermitage, and it was done for the first time in 1925 by Professor Abraham Harolds at the University of Stellenbosch. So this year we're celebrating 100 years of our South African Pinotage. So Primo, Latin for the first and best. It's single block vineyard, so they only use the Pinotage goes from that specific block, and then the grapes are hand-picked and hand-harvested, so it's a premium wine. Okay. The last cheese is our Blue Rock blue cheese, a cow's milk cheese. Enjoy. Pinot Noir and Hermitage. Hermitage is now Sensa. And that's for blade, it's a light wine. Since our grape is very similar to the Grenache grape, so there's a nice lighter grape for lighter wine, but it is mostly in blends usually as a